King Charles had an unexpected response to a well-wisher who encouraged him to keep going strong during a surprise walkabout following the annual Easter Sunday church service at Windsor Castle today. Please, before we dish out the entire details, you are most welcome to our channel. Please kindly subscribe to Royal Herald's channel, like, comment and turn on the notifications bell for more royal family updates. Alongside Queen Camilla and several other royal relatives, the monarch made his most significant appearance since revealing his cancer diagnosis by attending the service at St. George's Chapel this morning. A small crowd of well-wishers had gathered within the castle walls, and after the service, both Charles and Camilla approached them to greet. The pair shook many hands, with one member of the public telling the king, who is undergoing cancer treatment, "We're all rooting for you, we've all got your back." As the king moved along the line of well-wishers, one man poignantly said to him, "Happy Easter, Your Majesty. Keep going strong, never give in." To everyone's surprise, Charles replied and joked, "I have to obey my instructions." Earlier, the king arrived for the service, beaming and waving to the small crowd alongside Camilla, who wore a green coat dress by Anna Valentine and a Philip Tracy hat. Princess Anne and her husband Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence, Prince Andrew and, surprisingly, his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, as well as the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, Edward and Sophie, and their son James, the Earl of Wessex, also arrived minutes before the service. Wearing a dark coat and blue tie, the king smiled and waved at members of the public outside St. George's Chapel. When one person shouted, "Happy Easter," Charles gestured with his arm and responded, "And to you." He also noticed Anne Daly, 65, from Cardiff, who had traveled by train to catch a glimpse of the king and was waving a Welsh flag. Gesturing to Camilla, he said, "Look, she's from Wales." Ms. Daly, a committed royalist, later remarked, "I shouted back, 'Yes, I'm from Wales and have come here especially to see you.' He looked absolutely marvelous, really well." She added, "I wanted to show my support for King Charles and the Princess of Wales, who we are all wishing well. We want to show them that we miss them. Wales misses her. She may not be here, but she is not forgotten." As customary, the king sat inside the chapel in the sovereign's seat at the front of the altar, along with his family in their usual places in the stalls. A palace source noted, "Today was a significant step. As can be seen, the king has responded to treatment very encouragingly over past weeks, and his doctors were thus able to adjust their guidance slightly on what His Majesty is now able to undertake, including attendance at the Easter service and greeting well-wishers who had kindly turned out to show their support." The source continued, "His Majesty's treatment continues, and caution is, of course, the watchword, but as diary plans are evolved towards summer, we hope to see more of these carefully calibrated steps towards the resumption of some public-facing duties for the king, with adjustments made where necessary. Nothing will be confirmed until nearer the time. Plans remain in flux and are subject to medical guidance, but there is great hope and optimism from both doctors and the patient." While the king has been undertaking all his official duties in private and has been photographed at a number of smaller palace engagements, his attendance at Easter Sunday has hopefully offered wider public reassurance that His Majesty is doing well and that the road ahead is looking very positive. The king's cancer treatment was announced at the start of February, leading to a smaller gathering of royals at this year's service as he paused public-facing duties during his treatment. Charles has been receiving treatment for an undisclosed form of cancer since early February, following his treatment for an enlarged prostate at the same hospital where the Princess of Wales had abdominal surgery. Prince William, Kate, and their children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, did not attend the service today, as Kate's cancer diagnosis was revealed last week. The Wales family are spending the Easter holidays together as they adjust to Kate's diagnosis, which was discovered in post-operative tests following her major abdominal surgery. In an emotional video message last week, Kate spoke about the huge shock after tests identified cancer following the surgery and the incredibly tough couple of months her family have experienced, with her voice cracking with emotion at times during the footage. Charles is said to be proud of his beloved daughter-in-law for her courage in speaking about her treatment and has remained in close contact during the past few weeks. Words of support also came from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who said, "We wish health and healing for Kate and the family, and hope they are able to do so privately and in peace." The form of cancer has not been disclosed, but the future Queen began a course of preventative chemotherapy late in February and is said to have a positive mindset for her recovery and is in good spirits, describing herself as well and getting stronger every day.